Hey everyone, thought I'd make a quick video today just to talk about why I haven't been posting for quite a while and for some time right now is basically what I was dealing with was a genetic heart condition called SVT. So that's short for supraventricular tachycardia. So it's a type of heart arrhythmia where your heart beats much faster than it should and than it normally would. And effectively, it's created by a sort of a defective pathway in your heart, where if you imagine your heart normally goes in this type of loop, it's something that sort of short circuits, and then you're sitting in a hospital bed trying to do a Valsalva maneuver or get pumped up with some adenosine to actually cure the condition and sort of set your heart back to a normal rhythm. And this is a condition that I've dealt with for probably the last, thinking back now, since I was probably 13, I remember, episodes of sort of really weird, irregular beats where it sort of feels like your heart's beating backwards and all that. But I'm just I'm giving you guys the background, just sort of tied into, my experience with finasteride, and has that actually contributed to it at all? And the long and short answer of it is that no, it hasn't at all whatsoever. So that's something that I discussed, quite a bit with my cardiologist and then the electrocardiophysiologist. So there's two separate people, one that's more general heart health, and then the electrocardiophysiologist is the surgeon who actually performs the correcting procedure. So I actually had a ablation to fix the defective tissue, which was successful. Not when very lucky that live in the 21st century where they could even treat this condition, and that's sort of what's been driving my absence from posting anything, hair loss or corporate finance related, because the focus was definitely on recovering from the surgery well, and because it is a dicey surgery. It's not it's not as straightforward as it is in the medical journals and all that. There is a very high level of risk attached to the surgery, but luckily I had a very, very competent and very skilled doctor or surgeon rather, who was taking care of me. So fingers crossed, keeps the arrhythmia away, and but by all accounts it was successful surgery, and I've been doing all the things that getting back, working out, gymming, all that type of stuff that I definitely missed when I wasn't able to do anything there. When you fear of your heart racing up to 250 beats per minute is an uncomfortable feeling, to say the least. But just to tie it back to hair loss and more broadly, in my own research I knew that there wasn't any connection there with heart disease or the acceleration of heart disease beyond being really having perhaps really poor lifestyle factors. For me, I knew that wasn't the case, but it's good to always, when you got a cardiologist at your beck and will to run these things by them, and there was absolutely no connection there whatsoever. So there's not an issue, and it certainly didn't exacerbate the SVT while I was taking anything. In fact, immediately after my ablation, the doctor and the nurse who were taking care of me knew that, because you've got to disclose what medication you're on prior to a surgery, and I was on beta blockers called metoprolol prior to the surgery to sort of manually sort of keep your heart rate in check, but you feel horrible on them basically. I was operating at maximum 50 beats a minute, maybe that, and then that'd be when I was trying to work out and get my heart rate up, and you just feel like passing out. You feel like dog's balls. It's just a really uncomfortable, and you feel incredibly dull. So between that and the option of having these episodes really frequently, I decided to opt for the ablation, and they managed to knock it on its head. It's a very spooky surgery, given you're awake. You're actually completely conscious when they do it, because it's got about an 8% higher chance of actually catching the SVT. So that's definitely something that is a little spooky, but it was an interesting experience nonetheless. But just again, I'm rambling a little bit here, but just again to tie it back to hair loss, there's no link there whatsoever. I've known that through my own research, but just to bounce it off esteemed medical professionals who deal with the heart and the cardiovascular system, there's absolutely no connection there or reason. As I said, the surgeon and the nurse immediately after the surgery said, "Don't forget to take your finasteride. That's your 1 milligram a day." But obviously, knowing that the world's not going to fall apart if you miss one or two 1 or 2 doses, then I was focused on my groin not bleeding and the chest pain immediately after. But hope everyone's been well, keeping well. Apologies for not posting much more regularly. I've obviously trying to been dealing with this situation, but I've come out the other side, with a really, really good outcome, which is great, and very lucky that things went well and all that. So I'll be posting more about hair loss and corporate finance and all that other weird stuff that I like posting here to my 200 odd subscribers. So take care, and if I don't see you soon, have a good one.